we're going to go even deeper. So deeper into the esoteric experiences that I want you to cast your mind back to think, did you have experiences like this? So I was a therapist, I was an aromatherapist, and I had referrals from the Luton Industrial Drug Helpline, and we are talking in the early 90s. And I had referrals from the police, from people who were, you know, for policemen and women to come to me for relaxation and therapists, because obviously that was a very stressful job. I don't know if HR departments look after people in the same way as they did then. But I had a little room with my friend Shirley Smythe, who was a reflexologist, and she was a very healing person, but she came into work one day and she brought a leaflet in and it said National Federation of Spiritual Healers, and she said, oh, I'm going to do that, you should think of doing this. And I thought, she's gone mad. I've never heard of anything like it. I just had not heard of anything like it. But I loved Shirley and I loved her energy, and I thought we had this sort of healing space really, really strongly because of her energy. And I think for years I felt that everything that came into that room was Shirley pulling it in. And I'll give you one example. Was, you know, we shared the room, it's a tiny room, we shared the room, and we both had other jobs. And she popped in one morning and she brought a crystal elixir remedy in. And again, I was like, crystal elixir remedies, what is going on here? And she said, oh, there's a man, he's going to pop in. And she described him to me, and she said, but I've got to go to work and this is for him. And off she went. So I assumed that he was one of her customers, clients that had come for reflexology or whatnot, and he'd seen Shirley and she'd made this thing for him. So this man appeared in the afternoon to this description, so I recognised him. And so I asked him, you know, can I help you? Professional meet and greet, as it were. And got talking, and he was talking about his different ailments and whatnot. And I thought, and I said, oh, actually, I've got just the thing here for you. And I gave him this remedy, and he put some money on the table, and I still just assumed that he was Shirley's client and he was expecting this remedy. And so later in the day, I saw Shirley that evening, and she said, oh no, I've never seen him before. I just had this dream before I woke up this morning, and I knew he was coming, and I knew this is what he needed. And again, I was still in the realms of disbelief around this kind of clairaudience, clairsentient, or how she had known in her dreaming. So I'm asking you, are there times in your life where just before waking, you have seen something, you have experienced something, and then during the day, you have had a feeling of déjà vu because that something has happened? I bet you have, because you wouldn't be here listening to me if you hadn't.